This is Tunde. His girlfriend dumped him yesterday. They went for a party and he was hiding because he thinks everybody in that party came with a car and only him did not have. The girlfriend thinks that behavior is too childish and she cannot date a child. Now Tunde does not have a car and he does not have a babe. If you can identify with Tunde's challenge, this video is for you. I want to ask you one question. Do you think you are the only person in that mall that does not have a car? I know you are not the only person. Yet you are not looking at that other person that does not have a car and judging them and seeing them as a poor person. If you are not looking at that person, why do you think that everybody else is looking at you? There's something called the spotlight effect, where we see ourselves as the center of our world. And because we have put ourselves in that center, we think the spotlight is on us and everybody else is looking at us. Unfortunately, that same spotlight effect you have, every other person else has it. So they're also thinking that the spotlight is on them and everybody's looking at them. This person thinks the spotlight is on him and everybody's looking at him. And at the end, nobody's looking at everybody. Everybody's just thinking that the whole world is looking at them and frustrating themselves, thinking that everybody's judging them. So anytime you're caught in this, just remind yourself, am I looking at other people and judging them? If you are not, then that should give you an assurance that nobody is looking at you as well and judging you. But if you are really looking at people and judging them, then you are the one who needs to work on yourself and change your view of life and change how you assess people and change the kind of hierarchy or cadre with which you rate people. And once you do that, you will also experience a shift in this expectation of people judging you. Because we don't really see things the way they are, we see things the way we are. Now, not to be insensitive, I know that whether you don't judge anybody, there will still be one or two people somewhere that are going to judge you for what you have, what you don't have. But you must also know as well that their assessment or perception of you does not change anything about you, does not define who you are. So that is not something you should really worry about. Because no matter what you acquire, no matter what you change, there's still someone somewhere that's going to think that you are not measuring up to a standard that they set for you. And you can't live your entire life trying to meet standards that will never end. At some point, you just have to accept that this is where I am, this is where I want to go to, this is what I'm doing to get there, and I'm going to stick with my process, regardless of what anybody thinks or don't think.